Leo in relationships. What happens if someone has a strong Leo, like a moon in Leo, ascendant sun, or maybe the planets of relationships, Venus in Leo? Well, Leo, first of all, is a masculine sign and a fire sign. And as a masculine sign, everything we said about masculine sign, it will be initiative. When they like someone, they'll make the first step. Fire is demonstrative. Fire cannot be contained. If they like someone, they'll shine it. They'll make jokes. They'll try and show off in front of the person. They'll try to impress the person in some way, or, make an approach towards the person. But because they are a fixed sign, remember what we said about the fixed sign, they take their time a little bit. They go about slowly, like a steam train. They start slowly and then they go full force. So they might not jump immediately, but if they like you, you would get sure signs, but they might take their time to make the first step. But they will definitely initiate. And it might take them a while to fully commit because of this fixity, because they act a bit slowly, but once they commit, they are there for the long run. They don't want to change direction. They'll be loyal. They'll be forgiving. Leo is ruled by the sun, which is the king of our solar system. And what is a king like? A healthy king is very forgiving to others. A healthy king is very generous. A healthy king is even kind of condescending. He forgives those lesser than him and gives them a lot. So when a Leo is in love, he would be demonstrative and affectionate and giving with his feelings a lot. Almost sometimes like a kitten, they can come to you, put their head in your lap, want to cuddle, want the warmth, want to express it by playing, by laughing, by, being very outwardly expressive in a sense. You don't have to guess there. But the problem is when Leo gets hurt in relationships, oh my God. I mean, the sun is the king. When you hurt the king, they can chop your head off. They can put you in prison, even if you're their favorite subject, and lock you forever. They can exile you on an island and leave you there forever. So, Leo will stay in the long run. It's fixed. It wants to persevere in relationship. It wants to go the long run. It doesn't want to change the status. It doesn't want to change direction. If it has love and affection for you, it will be there for you, unless you very much hurt their dignity, their pride, you undermine them, their self-respect, because Leo is all about the self-respect, it's the king. So if you undermine constantly Leo, or if you hurt them sometimes, like really insult them in front of others, or undermine their confidence in some way, this is when Leos will exile you on an island. They'll cut off connections with you and never turn back. Remember what we said about the fixed signs? They're slow to start, but once they commit, they're there for the long run. They can tolerate a lot. They can be long patient, but Leo is very sensitive with its ego. And if you do a wrong turn, a really bad wrong turn, depending what this person considers a bad wrong or stepping on their dignity, they will, like a fixed sign, if they make up their mind not to be with you, they will not unmake it. That's it. You're out of their books. So you have to be careful. And they're very grand. They're very royal. They're very generous. When they're in love with you, they can buy you stuff. They can show you, shower you with affection. If they're not showing this, they're either not in love too much, like the spark is dying, or Leo is very affected, is very afflicted in their horoscope. Occasionally this happens, it's not often, but some Leos have very afflicted, planet. And we'll talk about later when we get to the more hardcore astrology, which is still very easy how to see. But generally speaking, overall, if a Leo likes you, they'll show you, they'll demonstrate, they can do grand gestures for you. And they do not like people who are petty, people who are, what do I say? People who are stingy in some way. People who are they're noble. The king, lion, needs to be noble with others. And when they see pettiness, stinginess, small soul symptoms, this can be a great turnoff for them. Imagine a man who has Venus or Moon in Leo, which are the female planets. He would like women who are larger than life. He would like women he can show off with. He would like women who attract attention, but not in the wrong way, unless the Leo is affected, But they would like women that men turn after, women who are dressed elegantly, beautifully, representably, glamorously. They would like to shower you with expensive champagne or take you to beautiful places, to kind of show off places, grand, kingly places, My husband has Moon in Leo, I have Moon in Leo, and the first time on a date, he took me to Versailles. Wow. And then to a super expensive restaurant. Wow, even though he's not very rich. So if they like you, they'll do these gestures. If they're not doing such grand gestures, even beyond their means, it means Leo is not fully there with you emotionally, you know. But they're also very responsible in relationship. A Leo is a king. King takes care. A healthy king takes care of his kingdom. He'll be like usually very dedicated patriarchal figure. Even if it's a woman who is a Leo, she'll be dedicated to family. She might play sometimes the more dominating role, because you know fire is dominating. Fire is such a sign, is a leadership sign. But a healthy Leo will not take or abuse its subject, so to speak, or the people in their life, the people that they love. If Leo is afflicted, which we'll find out later, for example, Saturn is there, or you know, some of the difficult planets like Rahu, then it can play out quite the negative sides of Leo, which is controlling, which is putting others down, which is, egomaniac sometimes, overcompensating. And how do they express love? You know, they express love by being generous, by being affectionate, by being noble, by being fun and playful, and by committing long term. You know, they don't like to change direction. So the best way with Leo is flatter them, don't undermine the ego. This puts such big, basically leaves such big marks in their heart. If you in some way insult their, you know, especially if it's a man with Leo or even a woman, what they do in life, their actions. Remember that masculine signs, they want to be respected and they want to be loved for their actions, for the things they do. So if you respect what they do, even if they do wrong decisions, even if sometimes they screw up or make a mistake or get fired, or, you know, try to encourage them, to tell them you believe in them, that they can do it, they're strong, they're powerful, it's a good thing what they did. It happens to everyone, rather than undermine them and put them down, because this can be one of the things that turns Leo away from you. So kind of, you don't have to flatter them all the way, but make sure you notice the good things about it. You know, that's what a king likes from his subjects as well. So thank you very much.